What if I told you that 3 minutes of discomfort every morning could give you the same dopamine hit as cocaine? That it could burn fat, boost your immune system by 40%, and literally rewire your brain for more resilience? I'm Dr. Anthony Balduzzi. I've been doing cold exposure nearly every morning for over a year. And today, I'm breaking down the science of cold exposure, what it does to your body, especially if you're over 40, and the exact protocol you need to follow using a cold shower, a wintertime pool, or this beautiful ice barrel plunge that I have here at my home. And stick around because I'm going to show you the one mistake that could actually sabotage your muscle gains when doing cold exposure. Here's something that many people don't understand about health. Your body doesn't get stronger from comfort, it gets stronger from stress. Exercise, that's a stress. Fasting, that's a cellular stress. And cold exposure, that's one of the most primal stresses that your body can experience. See, when you're exposed to extreme cold for a short duration, your body goes into emergency mode. Your brain screams, "Get out." Your heart rate spikes. Your muscles want to shiver to generate heat. But here's the magic. If you can train yourself to stay calm in that moment, to control your breathing, to surrender to the intense sensation, you're not just building cold tolerance, you're literally rewiring your brain to become resilient to all stressors. And for those of you over 40, this becomes even more critical when your metabolism slows down, your stress response gets wonky, and your recovery takes longer. Cold exposure is like hitting the reset button on all of that. These are the 3 biggest benefits that you'll get from regular cold exposure. Number 1, immune system strength. Since doing cold exposure, I haven't had a major sickness once in the past year. Not once. And the research actually backs this up. People who do regular cold exposure have 40% fewer respiratory infections. See, your white blood cells increase and your immune system becomes more bulletproof. Number 2, inflammation and joint pain. If you're dealing with achy joints, arthritis, or chronic inflammation, cold exposure is one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory tools available. And unlike ice packs that treat one area, whole body immersion in cold gives systemic benefits. Number 3, mental health and resilience. Look, life after 40 comes with stress, with your career, with your family, with aging parents, and your own health concerns. Cold exposure literally rewires how your nervous system responds to stress and gives you a boost of neurotransmitters like dopamine and norepinephrine that make you more present, more calm, and more capable of handling whatever life throws at you. Every single morning, there's a part of me that does not want to get into the cold water, but I do it anyway. And that discipline, that ability to do hard things, it spills over into every other area of your life, into being more productive at work, at home, being more consistent with your exercise, and even being more loving in your communication with relationships and people and things that might trigger you. The physiology, what cold does to your body. All right, so when you expose your body to cold water, and I'm talking about water that's cold enough to make you gasp when you first get in, there are 3 major systems that get activated in your body immediately. The first is your nervous system. The second that cold water hits your skin, you get what's called the cold shock response. Your sympathetic nervous system, that's your fight or flight mode, it fires up instantly. And like I've already mentioned, your heart rate spikes and you might even panic a little bit. But here's where it gets interesting. If you can control your breathing and stay calm through that initial shock, something amazing happens. Your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your rest, digest, and healing mode, it kicks online. You're literally training your body to stay calm under stress. And that resilience and greater parasympathetic nervous system tone, it doesn't just stay with you in the cold plunge, it transfers to everything, into work stress. Maybe you're caught in traffic, difficult conversations, you become more unshakable through this training. Now, second is hormones. And this is where cold exposure becomes like your body's natural pharmacy. Within the first minute of cold exposure, your body releases massive amounts of norepinephrine, also known as noradrenaline. We're talking about a 2.5 times increase. This is the hormone that makes you feel alert, focused, and energized. It also has powerful anti-inflammatory properties. But the real game changer for your mood is dopamine, the neurohormone that makes you feel motivated and ready to tackle challenges and be your best self. Cold exposure increases dopamine by 250%. That is the same spike you get from taking cocaine, except this is sustained for hours, not minutes. No crash, just clean, natural motivation and mood elevation from cold exposure. This is why I don't need coffee anymore. 3 minutes in the cold plunge gives me more energy and focus than any cup of coffee ever did without the crash. And the third is metabolism. And this is crucial if you're over 40 and struggling with stubborn body fat. Your body has two types of fat. It has white fat, the stuff we're trying to get rid of and lose, and it has brown fat. See, brown fat is packed with mitochondria, and its job is to actually burn calories to keep you warm. And here's the problem. As we age, we lose brown fat. But cold exposure, it activates the brown fat that you have and signals your body to create more of it. Studies show that cold exposure can increase your metabolism by 15%, depending on the protocol, which is great for weight loss and weight loss management. Now, does this mean that you're gonna lose 10 pounds just from cold plunging? No, but combining cold exposure with proper nutrition and training can be an accelerator for your progress and your results. All right, so you're probably sold on the benefits. Now I'm gonna show you how to do cold exposure properly for maximum benefits, starting by using a cold shower. At the end of your normal shower, turn it on the coldest setting for around 30 seconds. That's it, just 30 seconds to start. Focus on your breathing, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Long controlled breaths. Allow the water to touch all parts of your body, especially the back of your neck, the top of your head, and your face. Literally face the shower head. These are particularly sensitive areas to the cold that give you a lot of benefit. They really activate that cold response. Do this for a week and then increase to 60 seconds and then to 90 seconds. If you want to do contrast therapy, you can go from 1 minute to cold, back to 2 to 3 minutes of hot water, but always end with cold. That's the key parts of this protocol. It's the cold at the end that triggers the body to adapt. Step 2, temperature matters as well. For real benefits, you want the water to be between 45 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 7 to 15 Celsius. That's cold enough to trigger the hormonal responses we've been talking about. If you can't measure it, here's the test. If you gasp when you first get in the water, when the water hits your skin, it's cold enough. Step 3, timing is everything. Do your cold exposure practice in the morning or the afternoon. It's also especially good before a workout. Why? Because it activates your nervous system and gives you the energy boost that we've been talking about. But here's the critical part. Do not do an ice bath after strength training. That's the mistake I mentioned earlier. Cold exposure right after a workout can actually blunt your muscles' growth by reducing the natural post-exercise inflammation that your body uses to adapt and get stronger. So wait at least 4 to 6 hours after your workout or cold plunge on a rest day. Now, this advice to avoid cold exposure after a workout is really only needed for an actual cold plunge, where the whole body is immersed in water for an extended time that really reduces inflammation. In my opinion, it's fine if you want to end your post-workout shower with 1 minute of cold for the invigorating benefits. Step 4, duration. Aim for 2 to 4 minutes in each session. That's the sweet spot. You can certainly go longer if you want to, but you don't need to. Studies show you get maximum benefits with around 11 minutes of total cold exposure each week, spread across 3 to 4 sessions. So I personally do 2 to 3 minutes almost every day. That's 15 to 21 minutes a week, which is more than enough. For showers, if you start ending your shower on cold for 90 seconds, you're gonna reap a ton of benefits, especially if you shower every day. All right, to wrap this up, I'm gonna get into the cold plunge right now and show you exactly what I do mentally to have the best and most powerful experience possible. The plunge starts with some slow activating breaths before you lower yourself into the water. I take 3 powerful breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Okay, so the first 10 seconds when you get in the water are the worst. Here's what I'm doing right now. I'm focusing on my breath, the same breath I did before entering the water. Long inhale through my nose, even slower exhale through my mouth. As I exhale, I relax even deeper as I tell myself, this is just sensation. It's not dangerous, I'm safe. I like to close my eyes with every exhale. I'm imagining myself sinking deeper and deeper into the water, relaxing into it. I ask myself, where's the part of me that's resisting this cold? Can I let that go and relax even more? After about a minute, it gets easier. The urgency to get out fades. And this is where the real training happens. I ask myself, what if this was forever? Could I be okay with this cold sensation? And usually by about minute 2 or minute 3, I'm actually okay with it. That's the mental resilience happening. That's the magic. That's the inner peace. Now, one of the best things I love in particular about the ice barrel plunge I'm in is that it's set up vertically in this orientation. I'm upright in a plunge just like I would be if I cut a hole in some ice on a lake out in nature. This makes for a really natural experience. And now after I get out of the plunge, the afterglow happens. This is the best part. You'll often notice that your skin is red from blood flow returning back. And Wim Hof, one of the greatest champions of cold exposure and breath work, recommends doing a horse stance to activate the core and the legs and start to generate heat in the body. And if you plunge at a time where there's sun, warming up in direct sunlight and getting the benefits of the infrared and the UV light from the sun is super helpful too. Another great way to warm up after a cold plunge or a cold shower is to hop on a rebounder trampoline. The bouncing motion is so good for your circulatory system and your lymphatic system, and it's actually really fun. Winter is coming. Take advantage of the cold. As we're moving into winter right now, whether or not you cold plunge, you can take advantage of cold water therapy with your daily home equipment. Your shower water is about to get colder naturally, so put it to good use. Activate your body. This is the perfect time to start building this habit by stacking cold exposure on top of your regular showers or investing in a high quality plunge that I personally use, like the ice barrel. It's amazing the benefits you will experience with your health. Now, the ice barrel is incredibly durable. It holds temperature very well. The molding allows you to be vertical in the water, which gives you that natural floating feel. For me, helps relaxation. And the ice barrel has different models to fit your budget. Plus, it's made right here in the USA, which I love. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check that out. And if you're someone over 40 who is looking for that edge, more energy, better recovery, stronger immune system, better mood, cold exposure is one of the most powerful tools that you can add to your routine. So here's my challenge for you. Tomorrow morning, end your shower with 30 seconds of cold water. That's it, just 30 seconds. Focus on your breathing, but most importantly, notice how good you feel afterwards. And if you literally want to go deeper into cold water, check out the ice barrel link below. They're running deals on their plunges throughout the holidays and the new year. But whether or not you do a cold plunge, a cold shower, or just a splash of cold water on your face, start somewhere. Here's a quick recap of what we've shared today in this video. Remember the 3 benefits of cold exposure: stronger immune system, reduced inflammation, and the mental toughness and stress resilience. And the 3 systems you activate in your body with the cold: your nervous system, your hormones, and your metabolism. Do cold exposure in the morning, not right after your workouts. Start with 30 seconds and work up to 2 to 4 minutes. And don't forget, your body gets stronger when you stress it. Cold is one of the most primal stresses that the human body has. Use it wisely and it will transform your health. If you found this valuable, give this video a like. Please hit that subscribe button and check out these other videos on optimizing your health after age 40. This is Dr. Balduzzi signing off. I'll see you in the next one. Now go take that cold shower.